Hello guys and welcome back to Cooking with Sadaf. I am Sadaf and we are going to make super delicious birthday cupcakes with the sprinkles and a delicious frosting on top. Well, how are you doing? Are you enjoying your day? It's now 7 a.m. morning here. I just had my coffee and I'm ready to bake because what else we have to do really, right? And I just wanted to know, are you a coffee person or tea person? Because I'm definitely a coffee person, but I can't resist tea either. Well, let me know in the comments down below. First thing first, as always, we have to preheat our oven. Well, I just preheated my oven to 180 centigrade or 365 Fahrenheit. Then we have to sift our dry ingredient and I'm going to sift my flour first. Here I have 1 cup of flour. And by the way, as always, as you know, I am making the recipe in half because we are making a lot of things for the videos and I have to eat them. I don't want them to get bad. Always sift your flour because if you have unsifted flour, God knows what is in it. Sometimes I find little bits of pieces of plastic in my flour, so it's really important to sift it all the way. After you have done sifting your flour, add your baking powder. I have 1 tablespoon of baking powder and just a dash of salt. Sift that well too. And then set that aside. Also, always give your dry ingredients a nice good mix because we want to make sure that all of them are nice and homogeneous. Grab a teaspoon of your flour mixture, add it to your sprinkles and coat them with flour because sometimes the sprinkles will kind of blend into our cake batter and obviously we don't want that. We don't want bleeding sprinkles in our cake batter. In another bowl, I am going to add half a cup of sugar. I'm using white granulated sugar. And to that, add your vanilla extract. Then add your 1 egg. If you are making this cupcake in more batches, you can use an electric hand mixer. But because I am doing it in a small batch, I'm just using my whisk to make sure that my eggs and sugar are combined. And for optimal combining, as you know, always mix your any wet ingredients that you have left to right. If you mix it circular, it won't mix as well. But mixing it left to right will make a better friction and surface tension that it ensures you are mixing everything all the way through. And also, it's way quicker than just mixing it that way. Okay, I want some consistency like this. Then add your yogurt. I have a 1/4 cup of yogurt. By the way, don't forget that all of the measurements are in the caption below. Well, if you don't have yogurt, you can use sour cream. But if you have, make sure that you are using plain yogurt and it's not sweetened or flavored. Then add your milk, which I had a 1/4 cup of milk. And I'm adding my vegetable oil, which is again a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Mix them well. Then after you have mixed all of your wet ingredients, add them to your dry ingredients. Do not use electric mixer because it will make your batter tough. I just hate it when people mix their cake batter after adding the flour with electric mixer. If you're making it in a very big batch, like for example for 4 8-inch molds, that's fine. It's hard to mix it by hand. But if you're making a small batch, just don't do it. It will ruin your cake. Then add your sprinkles and fold them in. Add your batter to your cupcake mold, which I lined them with these cupcake liners. Also, don't fill them all the way through. You want to make sure that there is about a 1/4 of the mold left. If you fill it all the way, it will overfill and we don't want that. After you have done filling them, put them in the oven and bake them for around 20 or 15 minutes. It depends on your oven, but keep an eye on them. Well, our cupcakes are out of the oven and I let them cool for about 30 minutes or an hour until they are just cool to touch. You can put them in the fridge or freezer too. They're nice and fluffy. And by the way, if you have watched it until here, don't forget to smash that like button so that this video will reach more people. And also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that we can make the family bigger and I can share this recipe with more people. They bake just the perfect height, not too much, not too low, and they are ready to be frosted and they are full of sprinkle goodness. Well, I'm a simple person. I just use a teaspoon for frosting. And I have my favorite cream cheese frosting, which I have the recipe in a carrot cake in a blender video. I gave all of the recipe and measurements and everything there. Check the carrot cake recipe right here and watch that video for the recipe for this frosting. Also, if you want to make a chocolate frosting sugar-free, totally easy, secret ingredient involved. Well, I have a really healthy chocolate frosting. Doesn't have any butter, doesn't have any cream, doesn't have any sugar. Well, check it here again. Well, let's go frost these cakes too. Am I the only person that doesn't like too much frosting on cupcakes? Because I think the whole point of cupcake is having a good ratio, and when there is more frosting than there is cupcake, I just don't like it. Well, I'm just going to frost it, not too much, just a little layer, because we are going to add a lot of stuff on top. By the way, with this recipe you will have 6 cupcakes. I gave my measurements always in both cups and in grams, because well, not everyone has a scale and not everyone has a measuring cup, so I just want to make it easier for you. Also, you can add any topping that you like. You can add Oreos, you can add whatever that you like. By the way, I have a cupcakes playlist which has a lot of cupcakes. I have a healthy cupcake recipe without sugar, and I have some chocolate cupcakes that I'm sure you will love. So don't forget to check that too. I will link it here and at the end of the video. Well, here is our birthday cupcakes. They are so easy to make. As you can see, it took like what? 30 minutes with the baking too. So I hope you enjoy them. They are super delicious and so easy. If you like this recipe, don't forget to smash the like button, hit subscribe, and let me know what other recipes do you like me to make. Well, if you have watched until here, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.